Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and I am exhausted. I am exhausted. That's me on my way home, so it is. And I just want to say thank you to all the Irish patriots that approached me today and thanked me for covering the protest. I want to say thank you to everybody that left nice comments, and I want to say to those that left bad comments, one day you're going to realise the mistake you're making. One day, you know, when you're looking down at your children, you're going to realise that Freedom Dad was right, and your attitude and your rhetoric is so much damaging to your own children and your grandchildren. But I'll leave that there. Some people you're just not going to get through to. Now, I know how dangerous this is, what I'm doing. I'm totally aware of how much responsibility I have here and how many people I upset by doing what I'm doing. The thing is, sometimes in life when you know you're doing something right, you've got to take that chance in life. And I've always been good at talking myself out of situations, and I'd like to think the guys would give me at least 10 minutes to speak before they put me down. It is hard, so it is, because I only have the love of my country and the love of my daughter at heart. I see a future where we don't have the union and we're left standing alone against the EU. It won't be the Irish people that come for us, it will be the EU. The EU will want the 6 counties back more than the Irish. That's the direction we're going in. That's what I think, that's what I feel, and that's why I do what I do. I love my country, I love my country people. I've never ever changed anywhere I've been. All the jails I've been in, different countries, I've always been loyal. What got me through most of my sentences was I was a Belfast man. I was representing every single Belfast man. So I behaved appropriately. I took no shit, and I stood firm. You know, a lot of people might think, you know, Freedom Dad sold his soul, you know, but there's nothing I can say about that. I don't see the Irish as a foreign country. I don't see the Irish as foreigners. You know, I'm from Northern Ireland. They're from Southern Ireland. We're all Christians. And for the first time in our history, we're both under the same attack. When the men in Iraq and Syria, the Christians that were knelt down on their knees, and ISIS stood behind them with their blades, ready to decapitate them, they didn't care whether they were Protestant or Catholic. And that's where I am. I don't care. I really don't care. Obviously, I'll address every situation, every person individually. You know, I'm not going to bow down or back down to any man. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of where I come from. But the thing is, things are changing, guys. Things are changing so fast, and it's getting out of control. You know, I travelled from Scotland to Liverpool, to Belfast, to Limerick, to Dunblin, and now to Belfast, without showing a single bit of ID. Paying cash, easy peasy, you know. These men are just floating about our country. You've got the likes of the SNP, bring them in willy-nilly. You've got the Labour government letting them come in through the border of you know what I'm talking about. I'm really, really tired. I know you'll forgive me. The thing is, they're not staying down there. They're not staying in England. They're not staying in Scotland. They're travelling to Northern Ireland and then travelling to Southern Ireland. They're coming to Ireland, guys. They're coming to Northern Ireland. They're coming to Belfast. We had a man in the Woodville gang, you know what. Now, we've never had gang anything apart from gang petrol bombs and gang fighting each other at the borders and in between the peace walls and stuff, you know, and fighting over the 12th and fighting over this and fighting over that. We've never had men gang, you know what, you know. We've never had that, guys. This is the start of something very, very horrific. And if you've got children, if you've got grandchildren, if you've got children going to have grandchildren and grandchildren going to have children, then why are you not paying attention? Don't get caught up in the past. It's time to move forward, guys. You know, honestly, Do it. If you don't have kids, do it for me. Do it for my wee Lucky. I'm gonna leave you with my wee Lucky. Okay? This is why I do this. God bless.
You came into my life, sent from above.
Lucky, it's your daddy.
Better than a dream, such a perfect
Lucky, it's your daddy.
love. And I'll
Lucky?
adore you till
Daddy?
the end
I
of
know you're pretending to sleep. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning.
She's like your mum.
Oh, good morning, my wee Lucky. And did you have a good sleep? Did you doze off beside Mummy? Eh? You dozed off beside Mummy. You wanna give me a wee smile? You wanna give Daddy a wee smile? You're a wee grumpy one in the morning. You're just like your mum. It's easy. Oh no, you're